Think about the last time you interacted with your government. Maybe it was something routine, something you barely even thought about at the time. It could have been as simple as paying a parking ticket, or as important as applying for a passport. These moments, once defined by paperwork and waiting rooms, have quietly shifted into the digital realm. Was it renewing a driver's license maybe, or reporting a pothole in your neighborhood? Perhaps you needed to update your address, or check the status of a benefit. Maybe you scheduled a vaccination appointment, or submitted a complaint about a local issue. All these tasks, big or small, now often start and end with a few clicks. Chances are, you did it online, clicking through forms, uploading documents, and following digital instructions. It probably felt easy, maybe even a little too easy. Efficient, convenient, and fast. The process is designed to be seamless, so you barely notice the machinery working behind the scenes. But behind that user-friendly interface, something else is often at work. Artificial intelligence, quietly running the show in the background. Algorithms are processing your information, making decisions, and routing your requests, all without you ever seeing the gears turn. And it's not just handling paperwork. AI is making decisions that affect your life in ways you might not even realize, shaping outcomes that once required a human touch. The choices made by these systems can determine the speed of your application, the approval of your request, or even the opportunities available to you. From determining who gets welfare, or who qualifies for housing assistance, to deciding how resources are distributed in your community, AI is now a silent gatekeeper in many aspects of public life. To predicting who might commit a crime or where police should patrol next, these systems are influencing law enforcement strategies and even shaping the way justice is delivered. The impact is profound and often invisible. AI systems are being deployed by governments around the world with increasing frequency and increasing power. The reach of these systems is expanding every day, touching more aspects of our lives. From Europe to Asia, North America to Africa, the digital transformation of government is a global phenomenon. And here's the kicker. Most of us have no idea how these systems work, what data they're using, or whether they're even fair. The rules are hidden, the logic is invisible. We trust the process because it feels modern and efficient, but we rarely question what's happening beneath the surface. We're handing over the reins of government to algorithms without even asking if they know how to drive, or if they're steering us in the right direction. We assume these systems are neutral, but the truth is they reflect the biases and blind spots of their creators. This isn't some dystopian sci-fi plot, this is happening right now, quietly, efficiently, and potentially terrifyingly. The change is so subtle, most people don't even notice. The world is being reshaped, one algorithm at a time. Because while AI might excel at processing massive data sets and identifying patterns we humans miss, it's also prone to bias, error, and manipulation. The consequences can be invisible, until they're not. When the system gets it wrong, the impact can be devastating and hard to reverse. And when those mistakes impact people's lives, their freedoms, their futures, we've got a serious problem, one that demands our attention before it's too late. The silent takeover is already underway. The question is, are we paying enough attention to who or what is really in control? Let's start with the seemingly benign. On the surface, government adoption of AI looks like a win for everyone. It's easy to see why so many officials are eager to embrace these new technologies, especially when they promise to make government more responsive and efficient. Governments love AI because, well, it makes things easier. It promises to cut through red tape, automate tedious tasks, and help public servants do more with less. For overworked agencies and departments, AI can feel like a lifeline, offering the hope of faster, smarter, and more cost-effective public services. Need to process millions of visa applications? AI can do it in a fraction of the time it takes a human, scanning documents and flagging issues almost instantly. This means shorter wait times for applicants and less paperwork for staff, transforming what used to be a bureaucratic nightmare into a streamlined process. Want to identify tax cheats? AI can crunch the numbers and spot discrepancies that would make an accountant's head spin. It can sift through mountains of financial data, finding patterns and anomalies that would take humans weeks to uncover. This kind of automation not only saves time, but also helps governments recover lost revenue and ensure fairness in the system. But it's not just about efficiency. AI is also being used to personalize government services, tailoring everything from healthcare recommendations to educational resources based on individual data profiles. Imagine getting reminders for health checkups or custom learning plans for students, all powered by algorithms. Even social services can be targeted more effectively, matching people with the help they need when they need it. But this convenience comes at a cost: our privacy. The more data we hand over, the more vulnerable we become to misuse or overreach. Every digital interaction, every piece of personal information becomes another data point in a vast government database. As governments collect more and more data about us, from our online activities to our physical movements, they're feeding the AI beast. Every click, swipe, and step can be tracked, stored, and analyzed. The sheer scale of this data collection is unprecedented, and it's happening largely out of sight. And that beast is getting very good at recognizing patterns, making predictions, and drawing conclusions that can have real-world consequences. These systems can influence decisions about who gets benefits, who is investigated, and even who is watched more closely. The algorithms behind these decisions are often opaque, making it difficult for ordinary people to understand how or why they're being singled out. Take China, for example. Their social credit system uses AI to track citizens' behavior, rewarding good citizens with perks and punishing bad citizens with restrictions. It's a real-world example of how AI can be used to shape society for better or worse. The system monitors everything from financial transactions to social interactions, creating a digital profile that can affect nearly every aspect of daily life. Facial recognition software, powered by AI, is being used by law enforcement agencies around the world to identify suspects, sometimes with alarming inaccuracy. Innocent people can be flagged, leading to wrongful detentions or worse. The technology is advancing rapidly, but it's far from perfect, and the consequences of mistakes can be devastating for those caught in the system. And let's not forget about predictive policing, where AI algorithms analyze crime data to predict where crimes are likely to occur, potentially leading to biased and discriminatory policing practices. As AI becomes more embedded in government, the line between service and surveillance grows ever thinner. The challenge now is to find a balance, leveraging the benefits of AI while protecting the rights and freedoms that define an open society. Would you trust an AI to run your country? Or is this the beginning of a world where democracy dies, not with a coup but with a code base? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and hit subscribe, because tomorrow, we step into your living room to see how AI is redesigning your home. The AI architect doesn't need rulers, bricks, or blueprints. It designs homes like it dreams, organically, irrationally, beautifully. Tomorrow, we enter the house that AI built, and you may never want drywall again. See you next time.